ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Previously, hot. Oh, it's gone. Botched. We went to the park for a nice picnic. Except it wasn't nice. There was homeless people there.
I thought we were joining an art community.
They ruined everything when they told us about the shadow that moves above.
And the flat earth.
Turns out it was a koala bear that had a strange disease. Ripping and eating the flesh off of anything that came beneath, unless they had forks in their hair. I, however, had an axe for its face. Then we went to a store because I was complaining about my AC being too low. And the DM decided that, you're right, a 12 is not really good enough for these folklore monsters.
And why the hell do they have 3 attacks? We are level 2.
This bullshit. But now we're on the quest for a quote-unquote book from not demon from Pakistan.
Egypt. He's from Egypt.
What's the matter with you?
Jesus Christ.
Take it away.
All right, welcome back, listeners, to the 7th episode of our 4th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We're going to start right where we left off last time, in the bookstore. Or not the bookstore, in the store. All right.
That also has books.
It's got books in it.
And a human jacket.
And a human jacket. It's a human door.
What is that, the prototype for the fleshlight, the human jacket?
The human jacket. Fuck its sleeve. He gave you something to higher your AC, though. What's your AC at?
Let's open my character sheet. 11.
No, he gave you something to raise it by 2?
Yeah, it was a, it was like a leather trench coat made of skins from, like, unknown?
Do I really want to wear that, though? It
Yeah.
seems kind of gross.
He just gave it to you on a hanger, so. But yeah, it's a plus 2 AC.
Could I, like, fashion it to make it look less like I'm fucking
He wants
Neo?
it back.
Oh.
This is like a down payment for, like, because you said you.
Why is he paying me?
I worked a deal out because your AC is the lowest in the group.
Yeah, he wants you to go get a book because you want to purchase things. So he's sending you on a quest, and then you can buy things from the store. But you guys said you needed things in order
If you
to
don't
do
want it because your AC is suitable for your own self-convert,
Ideally, I would not be fighting anybody. I am more of a schmoozer and a boozer, yeah?
yeah, well, that koala really fucked you up good and made me feel bad about you.
Well, don't put me in those situations, maybe.
Are you gonna wear it, or should I take it?
I guess you should take it.
It's alright.
I hate the way it feels on my skin.
I don't.
It's kind of creepy and soft.
Did you put it on, or you just?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say it's just he gave it to you on a hanger. So
I put it on.
I'm just wearing my medallion in
think
my
about
open
somebody.
shirt.
My Lord and Savior,
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
You now look like Jesus Christ. Just
Ba-da-da-da.
Oh, wait, I need that.
Ripped. I've got abs and I look great.
you're so glistening.
Whoa, look
Why?
at these holes in my hand. Which way do I masturbate?
He also says before you can walk out of the store, "Oh, and boys,
Man.
whatever. Do not, under any circumstances, read that book.
I'm illiterate, so it doesn't matter.
And don't let anyone else read it either.
Okay.
Bring it right back here.
How would you know?
Oh, you'll know if you read the book.
I know.
Yeah.
But how would you know?
Trust me, it's pretty apparent when someone reads the book.
What do you mean by that?
You won't see.
Best if you don't know. Just trust me that you do not want to read.
You can't just say something like that and expect me not to read the book.
I'm telling you not to read the book.
Yes, but now I want to.
Well, most likely you would probably die. A horrible, painful death.
Even though I'm so handsome.
Yes.
You hear that, Dr. Surgeon? I know your favorite hobby is reading books, so you probably shouldn't read that book, Dr. Surgeon.
Dr. Surgeon gets a crazy look in his eye and scratches his arm, screaming something about morphine, and just sprints out the door, not to be seen for at least a week.
So, did he give us papers or anything to head to where the said book is?
He said that all he knows is that the accountant for Benjamin Siegel, a.k.a. Bugsy, one of the big mafiosos in New York, has it. And that guy, or at least Benjamin Siegel's stomping grounds is around the Bronx.
Okay.
Or Brooklyn. I think it's Brooklyn. Brooklyn, yeah. So, chances are he's somewhere in Brooklyn. So, yeah. So, those are your... That's the
What's my jacket made out of?
Looks like...
I'm talking to...
Oh, it's made from little bits and bobs of various creatures, humans, animals, whatever someone found and stitched together into a suit.
Dope.
AF.
I mean, if you want it to look like the Duster, you just have to think about it looking like the Duster. But I probably wouldn't keep it on for too extended of a period of time.
So I think about the shopkeeper real quick.
You look like the shopkeeper.
All right.
Yes, you're much more handsome now.
So you married?
I'm married to my work.
Me too. And I leave.
Great. Good seeing you, guy.
So what was Benny Siegel's alt name?
Bugsy is
Bugsy.
his stage name.
His nom de plume.
Sure. Yeah. But you're not looking for Bugsy, you're looking for his
We're looking
accountant.
for Chugs.
Chugsy. I don't get your joke.
That's fine.
What are you doing?
Getting into my car?
Okay.
Drinking a beer. Duh.
You can try and see if you remember anything about the general vicinity of where Bugsy does his stuff, or you can...
20.
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea of at least one of his operations, so that would be an alright place to start. It's like a drug den. And by drug den, I mean they're selling
Pharmaceuticals.
alcohol, but...
Which was considered pharmaceuticals. You could get a license if you were a pharmacy to sell booze to people.
Okay.
I need the vodka for my anxiety.
It's pretty much like how medical marijuana
Sure.
originally started. So if you did have anxiety or depression or trouble
Withdrawal.
sleeping, withdrawal, you could. It was a loophole in the.
To me IRL for me
Yeah.
IRL.
Well, they're illegally making alcohol at this particular place, so...
It's a dispensary.
Yeah, it's a warehouse.
Bathtub cognac.
Continue.
I mean, I told you.
We're here.
Are you just going straight there?
I'm gonna kick the door down with and look like a bugs. I'm gonna look like Buggy.
I look like a bug. I'm a praying mantis.
Drive as fast as you can.
I'm gonna drive my car through their shop front, and I'm gonna look like a crazed praying mantis.
I don't know this bug man.
Is that what you're actually doing?
No.
No, you look like the Cronenbergs of Rick and Morty.
So yeah, it's up to you how you want to approach, going there and doing, whatever, trying to acquire a book.
Did I notice when I changed into other things if my voice changed as well, or just my appearance?
Your voice didn't change.
All right.
So it's just a gruffer version of whatever.
Well, I guess you should give that to me because I have a very high performance.
Well, I originally did, and you didn't want it, so...
Well, give it back. I didn't know if I did.
No, that's fine. I'm okay.
Are you sure there's nothing I could do for you? Maybe? Or Sven could do for you?
Here you go. No, not yet. At least.
Sven starts UPS, but they had to change the tagline.
United Parcel Sven?
Yeah. Because it used to be, what can Sven do for you? But they figured that wouldn't work, so changed it to Brown. What can Brown do for you?
I will take off the Buffalo Bill jacket and
Okay.
give it to Covert.
Okay. You now have a...
Hello. I know
Buffalo.
how to do a Boston accent. Because that's where we are.
When you take the jacket off and give it to him, you have like a little bit of a rash. Just FYI.
Like it took
Gross.
some of my skin.
Maybe.
So it just takes the skin of everybody
Maybe.
who's ever worn it.
But it's just a little bit. It's just a little red irritation on your one arm. So.
Oh,
I don't know if I want this.
you already put it on. Son. I'm not taking it
You
back.
can take it back off.
Are you feeling very feverish? Maybe a little shivers?
No, I'm all right.
Dixon, it looks like you got chlamydia over there.
Well, I had that before I put the jacket on.
You don't normally get it on your arm, do you?
Sometimes I do.
It's all that hard jacking.
Birthing cows with chlamydia.
Yeah, it all depends on if I'm Hensoning it that night or not.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Do I get a bonus to like performance or something with this jacket?
No, it's just you can look like whoever you'd like. Whoever you can picture in your mind.
Sven.
So then you look like Sven.
Hello, my name is Sven.
But yes, your voice stays the same. So you'd have to like deepen it or
I
whatever.
just did deep
There
it.
you go.
Thank you.
So yeah, so you're just driving straight to the place?
Yes.
Okay.
While taking a jacket off.
Okay.
I can do that. Let's do it. I've done it before.
When you get to within a few blocks, you can easily hear the sound of sirens. And when you get even closer,
What kind of sirens?
Police
Like,
sirens.
Okay.
yeah. And the street is blocked off, and there are cops completely surrounding the building. And it does seem like some of the building has like smoke coming out of it, so fire trucks are approaching as well.
Haven't we met a police officer before?
No.
No.
Yet, no, you've never.
Quirk, why don't you just turn into a police officer?
I was thinking maybe if I knew who the chief of police was.
Until we, like, stop and pull over and we talk to the chief of police.
I guess I'll picture the police officer from Terminator 2.
Have you seen this kid?
All right. The uniform wouldn't match.
But in a 19 whatever we
Okay.
are uniform.
32.
Okay, sure. You look like that guy.
What does he say? Have you seen this boy?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
Have you seen any of the Terminators?
No,
No.
movies are dumb.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
So yeah, so that this is the scene that you arrive by, and there is a cop like telling you guys to stop, and like you have to they're diverting traffic.
I
The
hold out my.
windows?
Yeah, they have windows.
I hold out
They
my.
have crank windows?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How else do they put the windows down?
They don't?
Oh, they don't. They're just solid. Were
I-
they?
Yeah,
I don't
they,
know.
at some point there was just solid windows. So you'd like open your door.
I'm pretty sure these are crank windows. Gonna go with crank windows.
Pulley system?
No, gonna go with
Little
crank.
guillotine action.
I mean, it's not like a crank is real advanced technology. It's existed for a while.
All right, so as we roll down our windows,
Sure.
I want to hold out my totally existent badge because I'm a police officer. Out of the
Changes
side.
your appearance.
It doesn't give you like all the accessories.
But it gives me a police uniform.
Yeah.
Which would have a
Okay,
badge
so I
on
have a
it.
shield on my.
Yeah.
So I lean out, and I point at my badge.
And he's just
Okay.
like, "What are you doing in that car?"
These are my deputies.
What?
My deputies. Debutantes.
Just could have said neighbors.
I mean, what? Do they have some sort of identification? Or are you just saying all the deputies?
I have deputized these men.
For what? No one's going in the building right now.
They can fight fires and lift many heavy things. And
Fight
this man
fires
can
with
read.
what? You're in a Winnebago. Not a Winnebago. You're in a car.
A Winnebago?
I always want to say
A
Winnebago.
Wendigo.
A rutabaga.
Is that an apartment complex building?
That's a warehouse.
This man is a
numerous
warehouse
floors.
expert, and he can read.
Roll deception.
I do know how to read.
Yeah.
I botched.
Hold that thought.
He can't read. You're right. He's an expert testimony witness.
He had a 19.
I'm talking.
You
Yeah.
know.
If
He's
you're
talking.
proficient in performance, you could give me advantage, but I'm pretty sure that's probably-
Performance?
Deception.
No.
Yeah, it was deception.
Oh,
Deception?
Yes.
No.
Nothing terrible happens. He's just like, I'm sorry. You'd have to get them, official,
protocol, you know.
forms and whatnot. So you go drop your friends off wherever, and you can come back to the scene. Or get out here.
I
and
just
they
get
can-
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can just get out. Yeah.
So where should I,
Away. You just go away.
Okay.
You're not part of this, Mr. Fire Cop. Whatever it is you do.
I'm not a dick, I can say that.
Well,
I go.
okay. You just drive away.
Fucking pig. I bet his name was Steve. Seemed like a fucking pig-ass Steve.
His name was probably Chucky.
No, my name is Steve, thank you. I am he who is Steve.
Officer Steve. It's good. It's good. So yeah, so you in the car? Where are you guys going?
To the fucking nearest alleyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Try and sneak our way in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna like walk up like the line of the police line and see if there's like anywhere I could just like let them in where no one else can see.
So it seems like it is less secured on not the back of the building, but more towards like a back side. Like the right-hand side of the building towards the back. There is a little bit of a gap in the police. So if you were going to probably fit somebody in, it'd probably be that way. But even then, they're still within an eye shot, so...
We would have to be very sneaky.
Sneaky. Or cause a distraction or something.
Maybe explode the building a little bit on the front.
The building's already on fire. It's going to explode soon anyway. So I'm going to park in the alleyway behind
Sure.
a dumpster.
Okay, yeah, you do.
And I'm going to get out
Mm-hmm.
and look to see what's in my trunk. What's in the trunk?
This is the preacher's? Which car is this? Is this the priest's car?
It's either the priest
No.
car or the
It's
Or the
the,
newspaper guy.
The newspaper guy's car, I think.
yeah.
Okay, so if it's the newspaper guy's car, just stacks of
Dead
pads
bodies.
and dead bodies.
Oh God!
Bits and pieces of women. I don't know why. It's just random, like a tire iron, some rope, bucket of tar for some reason. I don't know why.
Car's
It's
so long.
buoyant, you say.
It might be
Some of
buoyant.
those underwater cars.
Called duck
Sure.
cars.
All cars go underwader.
It's
Who
true.
lives in a
It's true.
Cadillac under the sea? Jackson.
Yeah, so just basic roadside stuff, but not anything fancy. Some blankets.
Some blankets.
Yeah.
So we can blankets.
Blanket.
We string up a blanket between the dumpster and the other side of the alley.
Look, it's a ghost. Ooh.
Nobody can see what we're doing. We're just drying clothes in these trying times.
May I offer you an egg?
What's close to this warehouse?
Mattresses.
So there are
Men's.
apartment complexes and other like office buildings that are not right next to it.
How close are the apartments?
15, 20-foot gap between the buildings.
Jumpable, you say?
I mean, yeah, technically.
Jump onto the burning building's roof.
Gotta get in.
It's not like fully engulfed in flames. You just see smoke coming out of one of the windows.
Oh, so they elected a new drug lord.
Pope.
Kingpin.
New drug pope.
It's
Drug
pink.
pope. All right, I'm gonna try to.
And none of the cops are going in the building. They're all standing outside and guns pointed at the building.
So I'll walk over to the nearest group of them
Sure.
and say, so what's the skinny, guys? I just got here.
The cop that you talk to seems a bit rattled. He's like, I don't know, we sent in a couple guys and then none of them come out. So we're
What?
thinking there's maybe some sort of hostage situation, or I don't know. They're killing cops in there. We heard some screaming.
Okay, I have an idea. I have some expert undercover criminal operatives.
His name is Finn.
Well, there's two of them.
Okay.
I have them in my car.
Okay.
We could send them in, and they could play it off like, oh, they're here to reinforce them. And then they could gather reconnaissance, and he could come back and tell us what's going on.
I mean, you have to take it up with the chief.
The chief is the one who sent them to me.
Roll deception. You probably-
14.
Yeah, you beat it. I rolled a 4. Twice in
Or
a row.
sorry, 12.
3.
12's good anyway.
Oh well, I mean, if the chief said it was okay, then sure.
Oh no, it's sorry. It's 14. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, if the chief said it was okay, then I guess your best bet is probably in the back door.
Yes, that's where they're located. I just wanted to let you know so you didn't start shooting at us.
Oh, okay.
When you saw some 50 characters
Okay.
entering the building.
Sure, I'll pass it down the line. Make sure they don't shoot at your friends. What do they look like?
One of them is he has a hat and a whip. He kind of looks like Indiana Jones. And the other one is
I have got the blanket over me,
he's
like an old.
Looked like E.T.
the other one is a homeless man with an Italian mustache.
That seems odd, but
It's
suppose
very odd, but he knows about the crimes.
he takes his undercover work very literally.
Good joke.
I took it from
joke.
Phil. You just didn't do it. But I'll take full credit.
So
This is
anyway.
an audio show, and they don't know what you did.
That's right.
So I mean,
Well, okay, so the idea is I will look like they are breaking through the lines. And then-
Okay.
So I'm going to fire my gun and fall over like I've been shot, and then they're going to burst in the door and say they are reinforcing because they are working for the crime boss Boogsy, I believe.
I feel like if you fire your gun in this very antsy crowd of cops, we'd have to tell them all that's gonna happen.
Right, I'm saying pass it on.
Okay.
He's never played Whisper Down the Lane, and he doesn't know that.
Okay,
things are
maybe
gonna-
we won't fire the gun, but they'll make a break for it and do not shoot them.
We could just tell it's on the back side of the building, so most of the other cops aren't gonna see it anyway. So we could just tell this line, and that should be good.
Okay, we will go in 2 minutes.
Okay. So he goes and tells each of the other cops. By the way, there's 2 weirdos that are running towards the building. They're undercover cops, literally, so do not fire on them. That's what he goes and whispers to each person, then comes back and gives
And
you the
how
thumbs up.
fucked up is it by the time it gets to the last guy?
Fire on the covers.
Fire! Fire on those
Fire on
sons
the
of
blankets. Okay.
bitches. I mean, that's what you said to do.
Fire when you can see the brown of their blanket.
So yeah, but I mean, would you two, Dixon and Montana, have any idea that any of this is going on?
Oh God, no.
Well,
So,
no, I
no.
come back and tell them. Okay, guys, we're going in. Put on your blankets like a little babushka.
All right. Well, I was doing this because I was cold, not because you told me to do it.
Well, yes, we're going undercover.
I'm already under the
All right.
covers.
Undercover is what we are now. Dixon,
Someone
Sherbutt.
shoot that dog.
So are you switching out of your cop's uniform to a different thing, or are you trying to run in as a cop, or what's your plan,
I'm
Covert?
going to get behind my car,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to switch back to who I am.
Okay.
And get under the cover.
Okay. So it just looks like you wearing a skin suit?
Oh, that's what it looks like?
It looks like a
Sorry.
skin suit.
I'm going to look like a suspicious character.
Okay, so you turn into a grizzled, suspicious-looking character.
Under a skin suit?
A Sicilian.
So you look like yourself in a skin suit. Got it.
Sicilian.
Very suspicious.
You look like an old newsie.
I'm a man in a suit,
Okay. You're a
flipping a
man.
coin.
Sure.
Giant
under
white
a cover.
shoes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you look like. So you guys, you're not gonna have like any sort of like, what is your plan for just running towards the building?
We're going to run to the building
Just run.
and jump through the window.
Oh, there's a door, right?
There's a door.
Also, the door
There's
is
also
fine,
windows.
but maybe it's easier to jump through a window.
Maybe
They're
for,
not
for some.
shatterproof.
Whatever you want to do, man.
All right, I think you should go first, Kurt.
I'm not very strong. Maybe you should go first.
All right, I go.
Okay. So you sprint, and the cops just look, but they don't do anything. They're like, okay.
Yeah.
We were
are
told
very
this was going to
safe.
happen.
I'd talk to them.
Okay. So you run, and you're at the building.
Okay,
Yeah. I didn't know if you were going in or waiting for them to.
I go in.
No, if we're going in.
Oh,
I
the other
go
two
in
went
first.
too.
Nope,
Okay.
just me.
Okay.
Never following him hot on his heels.
Okay. So you go in. They shoot Covert because he only said 2. So third one's a trap.
I'm sure they're
don't do
fine
that.
with
It's
the
fine.
discrepancy.
So yeah. So when you guys go in, now are you going in a window like Covert said? Or are you going in the
No,
door?
I said I went through the door.
Okay. When you go in, do a con check, each of you.
I don't want to breathe the smoke. 15.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
17.
All right. Montana and Covert are pretty okay, but Dixon, you're coughing a bit as it's not smoky. The air is
Boozy.
it's very boozy. Oh my god, it's so drunk in here. It's almost like an old person's basement. So it smells like kind of decay, moldy, death sort of.
That is not a description of any old person's basement I've ever been in.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. There's
Every old
manacles, a fish in a bowl, a stool.
There seems to be a lot of blood everywhere too.
When
And-
you say stool,
Yeah, like a bar stool.
okay,
Like stool is in poop.
yeah,
There's a bar stool with some human stool on top.
You have to go, you dipe up, you put on your diapers, you get in the manacles, and then you start drinking. Yeah, just to put on your diapers. You dipe up, and then you start drinking the vodka.
God, Kurt, you're just...
Swedish people are weird.
Every fucking day, you amaze me.
But yeah, so it's very musty, and thick, and it's hard to breathe.
Convert's just okay.
He's okay, though. Him and Montana.
Just like the fjords.
There also seems to be a lot of blood in your immediate vicinity.
For a second, I thought you were going to say pants.
No pants.
A lot of blood.
A lot of blood.
In your pants. As your groin starts to decay.
So yeah,
No.
that's what you see when you immediately... Because, like, when you walk in, it's almost like a middle room. Like, there's another set of doors, but you can't see past it. And there's a lot of blood in this room. All over the walls, and the glass, everywhere. Blood.
What kind of warehouse was this?
Mattress.
It was supposed to be like a textile warehouse, like fabrics and whatnot. It was just a cover, but...
I just bought these wingtips, too.
Well, sorry to hear that, Montana.
Should see what's on the other side of that door. And I pull out my gun.
And I kick the door in.
You kick it in?
Gently.
You just put your foot against it and push.
Yes.
Can I make myself look like a kitty cat?
No, it has to
It
be
has to be a humanoid.
Yeah, roughly same. Kitty
Convert.
cat.
What's your fursona? Is it a kitty cat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, you feel like itchy.
Do a Swedish
Like you're wearing
meow.
wool or something.
I don't like it.
Swedish meow.
I feel like I should take off this coat.
Meow. Do a Swedish meow.
I shouldn't wear it all the time. Just
No,
in
you look
times
good.
of great need. It's like the One Ring.
Yeah,
Are you taking it off? I don't know what you're
I
doing.
should. If
It's
giving
going
you
to-
a rash.
No, it's already
It's giving
gone.
you AC, though.
I mean, is
It's
it?
giving you AC.
I feel like that's a trap. I feel like what you're saying is a trap. I'd fake off this stupid coat.
You are like covered in like
Spores.
not sores yet, but your skin is all red and irritated, like you've got poison ivy,
Yeah, I don't like it.
and like all your skin just kind of feels hot.
It's as if it was melting itself to your body.
Should I do like an arcana or an intelligence check?
You say shh. What's that mean?
not
Was it
really.
absorbing him? He was eating him?
It was kind of taking his skin off.
Some kind of
But was it eating him?
Eating his skin?
parasitic
To replace
organism.
his skin with it.
No.
It's just gonna hurt me.
Yeah, all right now.
I would use
You
an
don't take any damage
intelligence check of a 21. Is this probably going to be bad?
if you just keep it on indefinitely. Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, I got to fold it up.
Doing the mental
Yeah.
time movement of rash
Heave over it for one drive, and then I talk to many people. It's rash to decaying skin. Yeah, we will take it off.
to leprosy.
Well done.
So yeah, so you take it off. So now you just have a weird skin suit. So you open the door
Gently.
gently. Okay. That musty smell is now also combined with like a rotting meat smell.
And now I'm perfectly fine with it.
Okay.
I rolled a 22
Yeah.
for my con.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yes, it smells like the fjords. The whale blubber is fermenting.
Okay. I was gonna say the fjords. They have a lot of dead, decaying animals on them.
Yes,
Okay. I don't know. I know nothing of your fjords.
I'm making Leverkusen.
Okay. So when you open this door carefully, you notice that there are bits and pieces of people all over the place, ripped apart. Blood is sealing walls. I need you all to do a sanity check.
How is blood sealing?
Fuck.
Oh, it's a crit 20.
Yeah, you're fine.
That's an 18.
You're also fine.
Vixen, you're going to go mad
Montana?
very soon.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 1.
You
Ooh, a
suck.
botch.
You suck so hard. You're now a crazy person.
You're not
No.
a crazy person.
I now have a phobia
Of mirrors
of humans.
and kitty cats.
All I wanted you to do was meow as a Swedish person.
Meow.
Perfect.
Meow.
You gain 16 insanity
Oh,
points.
you're...
Puts me at 26.
Puts you at 26.
Oh, you get a phobia.
No
something.
phobia. He gets a tick. 26.
This house is already crawling with ticks, Dennis.
Not yet. They haven't woken up yet. Give it time.
As
They
of
have.
today, it's 75
Oh.
degrees. Yeah, very awake.
Roll a d12. Dixon.
Churbutt.
Turbo.
Does it matter, like, high or low?
It's just one of 12
Turbo.
3.
3.
The higher the number, the worse the tick.
All of a sudden, you find that you're so jittered that now you have, like, every once in a while you'll just have these weird jerking motions.
It's an actual physical tick.
Yeah. Of a jerk.
So how can you demonstrate that vocally?
Well, you know, I can do a little something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
When the stress is on.
So yeah, so there also seems to be these little growths all over the floor and walls that look like black mold.
I'm allergic. V should leave.
I'm gonna
They look wet.
cover my nose and my
Yeah.
mouth.
Okay.
With her
Cover-
blankets.
Cover my face up with something.
Okay.
We are the
A hanky.
Red Fist Blanket Bandito band.
You
Sure.
should cover your face with that leather jacket.
Absolutely not.
Just put on the jacket and pretend to be a bandito. So it automatically has it. So as you enter this room, that's where we're going to take a break.
Hey, Botched listeners, it's Big Jim. Now, you might remember me from a previous episode where I played Shijima and, of course, Keru. And Shijima and Keru, we would like to both recommend that you consider patreon.com/botchedpodcast. The main reason why it would be good for you to do this would be to be able to join us. But in seriousness, if you just give as little as $3 a month, this month you get to hear what happens when I take the boys through, well, let's just say a little bit of fun. But you don't have to take my word for it. Well, I guess you do if you're not a patron. So, anyway, join us as we go in search of the big bad on this month's Botched podcast. Now, let's get back to the fuckery.
And we're back. All right. So you're in this warehouse of awfulness. What are you doing?
Dixon, were there gas cans in that car?
I don't really remember that much. Yeah, no, yeah.
Are you okay, Dixon?
I'm great.
No, there weren't any gas cans.
Okay.
I'm great. I'm great, Convert.
All right.
Not making eye contact with either one of them.
Let's just find this fucking accountant's office and get this book and get the hell out of here.
Yep.
wait,
we're
we're
certainly gonna find him. Certainly gonna find him.
Dixon, are you sure you're okay?
I'm great.
There's all the body parts and the blood around.
Verdi's
No.
fine. We gotta move.
I'm great, Convert.
Okay. I'm not a doctor.
No, and our doctor went home sick.
May he survive the night, I hope.
Thoughts and prayers. You're looking at me, Convert, like you want to harvest me.
No, you're my friend.
All right. I go into the gore whore room.
So what now?
I go into the gore room.
Yeah, you're in
So
the gore room.
Where are we? We went through this metal door,
So this is like the
covered in body parts.
Yeah, so the area is a large open room, which looks to be like a processing area for. It looks like it's used for textiles, but it doesn't look like anything's actually in use or being used.
There's like a couple boxes with like linen coming out of them. You're like,
Yeah.
this is totally.
Sure, yeah.
sheets.
But everything is just covered in goo and bloods. There's intestines that are being used on the looms, and it's just awful.
Does it look like the intestines of gangsters? Thugs?
You wouldn't be able to tell.
Are the body parts from thugs?
I mean, you can't tell.
No, you can't. Why are you even thinking about that?
Do they have like they're wearing 3-piece suits and they've got dusters and shit and
The organs.
cigarette cases?
The pieces of arms and stuff have.
tuxedos.
guess
a
They all have
suit.
tuxedos on.
Yeah.
It's a fancy
They have-
murder. Oh Jesus.
Mardi Gras?
Fancy
Murder bot.
Fancy Mardi Gras.
I was gonna say murder party, but
Vixen, you seem to be having trouble
I
speaking.
just can't.
Perhaps you should have a drink.
He has a drinking
Oh, it's
problem.
blood.
No, that's cider. You're okay.
Ugh.
Sven also had a similar problem.
Anyways, so that's what you see in that room. It does look like there is a stairwell, or like a
A farewell to heaven.
sure. There's a stairwell, so it may go up or down. your guess is probably up.
Do we feel like this room takes up a majority of the warehouse?
The ceiling is about 20 feet high, so it looks like there's probably at least a couple more floors.
I
above
mean,
this.
like ground floor.
Oh, it's the whole ground floor.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so there's windows,
The
but
only
no
thing
walls.
that's not is the staircase.
Okay. I go to the staircase.
The windows are kind of all covered up. They don't want people looking in here.
Is there like a foreman's hutch in this room?
Looks like it's on a different level, like a different floor, like the next floor up. You do see like there's a glass,
Ceiling.
not ceiling. It looks like a like an overlooking area, like a room, but the entire the glass is covered in blood too. So a room. It may have a grail.
I'm going up the stairs.
Okay.
You're gonna follow me.
I am not the brains of operation. I follow Montana.
Sure. As you go up the stairs, it also looks like something terrible happened here. And there are like top halves of like people like holding on to the stairwell, but like the bottom half is missing. There's just guts just strewn
Oh
about.
God!
Can I put my arm up him like a puppet
You could.
and try to talk to Dixon?
I just stare. I stare at my feet. Like
I will do a performance.
Okay.
Which way are they being dragged?
Up.
Up? Okay.
I perform for the 23. I say, "Hey, Dixon, it's me, your father. I want you to be better at sports."
I'm very clammy, like
Okay.
clamming shut. Also, my hands are clammy.
So you're buying this?
I don't know if I'm
Sounds
buying
just
it,
like him.
but I'm very uncomfortable.
Okay.
Especially because of the atrocities that I witnessed as I
Sure.
slowly, gently opened a door.
Sure.
Give me a kiss.
He's a maniac. I don't understand his customs.
No one does. He's from
But
Sweden.
you've never been
He's-
out. You've never walked out of your farmhouse and
And I
found.
I'm 20 miles stare at the ground as I just slowly
Great,
walk.
because there's the ground staring back. There's eyeballs
Yep.
all over the place.
But that's
It's
at
gross.
least they're not moving.
They're rolling around.
Oh, they're moving.
Or squishing.
Montana, look at Dixon.
Like great
He's never played Leverkusen before.
Leverkusen.
Stop looking things up on the internet.
What are weird Swedish games? Leverkusen.
It just means corpse puppeting.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, we've all heard of that, Dixon.
so you continue to go up these stairs. Then the stairs go up another level, but there's also like a door where you could get off on the second level, which you would guess would be the foreman's office.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
Dixon,
peek
look.
in.
It's red
Okay.
in the foreman's office. There's a bit of red foreman for you.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe that joke didn't land, but throw the puppet off of my
It's all your
forearm.
fault,
Madam.
Dixon's dad. If you peek in, it looks like somebody has eviscerated a body in such a way that they've removed the skin, the organs, and the bones, and it's just the veins and capillaries.
What about
What are-
the arteries?
Those two. But like spider webbed all around this room, like just tied everywhere.
Did you go to Body Worlds
Okay.
recently, bro? What's going
I was about
on?
to say, it's like that museum exhibit.
I'm gonna need you to do a sanity check when you look at this. Well, he said he just peeked, so he didn't say anybody else looked. So
I got a 15.
you're
I did say I was following Montana.
I did succeed
So
my
like,
last one.
he's
in
peeking,
the gore.
and then we do a Scooby-Doo take.
was that one 15 now?
I got an 18 on the last
yeah.
one.
A Scooby-Doo
You-
vert, and then the corpse half above it. What's this?
You gained 2 sanity.
Okay.
I would have looked as well.
Roll your sanity.
Oh,
I'm looking for a book.
I got a 19.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Dixon, you're acclimated to the awful.
Vert got an 11.
11 for Convert. Convert, you're gonna get
I'm gonna get lit.
5 sanity.
Oh. Vixen, I can
Oh.
see this is maybe not so funny. There's a lot
gotta-
of dead things around here.
I got a 21 to perceive for a book in this room.
There does
I'll open it the rest of the way since everybody else looked.
Sure. But before we do that, Convert, I need you to roll a d12.
Hey.
I only have 5 sanity.
No, you're at 24.
When the fuck did I gain 20 more sanity?
You were at 19 before this. I've been keeping track.
I went 2.
You had very bad nightmares. You don't remember all that?
Yes, you had nightmares twice.
Okay, as far as I know, I'm at 10.
Yeah.
I'm at 26 now.
Okay.
The only one. Samuel
sure?
Surgeon has 0.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not giving me his sanity? Because I had 2. I've been keeping track also.
No, because I literally have your names on sheets.
Okay. Maybe you did the
15
wrong one.
was mine before the botch, so
I got to an 11.
All right. So,
you're now
Yes, I'd like-
afraid of food.
I like to sweat all
Food
over my
fighter,
dice.
they call me.
you have an eye twitch. Like a very apparent eye twitch every so often. I mean, again, it's a visual
it's-
thing
it's
for an
not-
audio podcast, but it's an eye twitch.
Not the big a deal. I just put on the
I know.
sunglass.
Yeah.
Does that affect his charisma?
Well, maybe a little bit, depending on what he's doing. He might he might wink at the wrong person.
Sounds good.
Hey,
to
buddy,
me.
that's my wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's also a donkey.
She has the donkey brains, yes, but she
didn't
looks
give her
good.
Her certificate. She's got the donkey brains.
She has the donkey brains, but she also has the donkey ass, yes.
It does appear like there are some books in this room that are all covered in awful.
That's fine. I'll go take a look.
They look like accounting books, like for bookkeeping, various figures of the operation.
Yeah,
And,
they'll take those.
Dickman did say that this book would be very apparent. It was in some kind of contraption to keep it shut.
It's supposed to be in like a very secure steel box, but the book is made out of leather, has like an eye on the cover.
Some kind of Necronomicon.
Is there
Maybe tell you what it was.
any sort of steel box?
You do see an open steel box in the room.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
No steel magnolias.
And it looks like the lock that was on it was
Jimmy?
jimmied or like
Racist.
snapped with bolt
cutters.
Bolt cutters. Yeah.
But
And yeah, it does seem like there's an outline of what used to be a book. There's gook all around the outline.
gook?
Gook. Body gook.
Gook around the book.
Body gloop.
It's not glue.
It's body cream.
Body cream.
Gloop runs through my veins.
It's like a Cadbury egg, but a person. Body cream.
So now,
Body cream by Gloop Gloop.
By gloop loop.
putting 1 and 2 together with the destruction all around us,
Equals 3.
somebody read this book,
Yep.
and then all nasty.
Something bad happened.
Is this the only room on this floor?
Yeah.
We should probably find whoever did this.
So we're going to go back out and continue upwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is there any booze in this room? I need to give some to Dixon.
Yeah.
Not in the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need rules for like temporary sanity buff, something alcohol.
Temporary sanity relief.
Oh, yeah, no. I have plans for it.
All right.
Just not yet.
Okay.
It's harder to come by to, like, get rid of sanity stuff.
Nobody wants
Dixon.
to hear botch the therapy sessions.
Dixon,
So tell me about your childhood.
go in the corner and jerk off real quick. That'll make you feel better.
No.
Therapy was one of the ideas I had to, like, lower your sanity score a little bit.
Therapy.
Group therapy. You gotta talk about what happened.
Group isn't over until everyone is shared.
That's right.
Covert, when you puppeted that corpse, it made me feel sad and anxious.
And aroused.
Anyway,
And scare roused.
Yes, it's aroused.
I'm ready.
I'm going
I
up.
could take care of that for you.
How are you guys going up the stairs? Like, are you going quietly, just walking up normally? What's your plan?
I'm gonna go quietly, yeah.
Well, are there more shredded corpses?
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere? Like
It
even
gets
going
worse
up?
as you go up.
Okay, so yeah, quietly.
In fact, the railings are, it's like Christmas time where you put tinsel around the side, except it's intestines.
Yeah, but were they gangster intestines? All right, I'm sneaking upstairs.
I don't
Or
know.
wankster. In
I don't know. This staircase is pretty gangster.
I'm
Stealthing?
What'd you roll?
Oh, 17?
16.
16.
Okay.
6.
You're not so quiet. You're splishing, splashing around. You keep stepping on the eyeballs.
It's
like-
pop.
Yeah, it's like a grape. Like a wet grape. Which I guess would be all grapes, probably. Except for raisins. Whatever.
Shut up.
So yeah, there just appears to be a door that's covered in blood and has like a weird symbol.
I love that every so often you have shower thoughts.
I know. Would all grapes be wet? If they wouldn't they be raisins?
Shouldn't you drink the wine right now?
Do I recognize the symbol?
Roll a religion check.
Religion. What do I have a bonus?
Okay.
6.
Wait, you rolled a crit 20?
I
He
got
is a
a
monster hunter.
20. Not natural.
Yeah, what's your
Do you want to assist Dixon if you're trained?
He crit
I
20.
crit 20'd mine.
Oh, never mind.
This looks an awful lot like, since you crit 20'd, you seem to recall one of your hunts just passing by somebody who happened to be drawing the symbol for Yog-Sothoth,
Yog.
Yog-Sothoth.
who is an
Battlefield
outer god.
fries.
Who is an outer god.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
Yay.
Y-O-G S-O-T-H-O-T-H.
S-O-T.
Yog-Sothoth. That's all you know.
Yog Shaggy.
Do I remember anything about the occult that follows old Yogs?
Roll again.
12.
Old Yogs to suck.
Unless you're going to do
Oh.
history on me.
Yeah, I feel like
I'll do
Montana
one.
probably.
It would be
knows
religion.
things.
I feel like
Religion's gonna be a 21.
Montana.
After hearing the name Yog-Sothoth,
Yeah.
Montana.
When you so did you out loud say the name Yog-Sothoth?
I probably,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. When you do that,
Like, with, like Covert just did, like, oh, Yog-Sothoth.
yeah, when you say that out loud, it feels like your stomach just turned a knot. Like you don't feel so great.
I shouldn't have said that.
Nah, probably shouldn't have.
You just got your tummy tied.
But Montana knows that Yog-Sothoth, anyways, is known as the god who knows all and sees all, and he's like lord of time and space. So he literally can see past, present, future, and most of his worshippers are in like seeking knowledge of some type.
He's in Montana.
Is Montana Yog-Sothoth? Is that what you're asking?
No, is he a worshiper because he seeks a knowledge because he's a professor?
He could.
Are you anti-intellectual?
He's wearing glasses. Kill him. Oh wait, you're reading. You're wearing glasses.
I'm a Philistine.
Oh, okay.
Philistine.
No.
Philistine.
Stein.
Philstein.
Philistine.
I'm an R.L. Stein worshiper. So yeah, that's what you get from that brief knowledge of Yog-Sothoth.
I let it be known.
Okay.
But don't say his name because you would know that that's bad.
Yeah.
He who you just said.
God damn it, I hate that we're Voldemorting this.
Well, I don't want to say
Let's call him
you
Yogi.
almost got me.
Yogi Bear.
Yeah, it's a
Yogi.
good name.
Yogi Berra.
Sure. So yeah, the door is closed, but that's carved into the door itself.
All right. I guess I'm going to peek in the door, open it just a crack.
Okay.
I kicked the door down
Wide enough to have a gun in it.
gently.
Oh, never mind. Door's now kicked gently down.
I need you all to do another sanity check.
It's not great.
Ooh. It'll be a 20 for me.
You're fine.
Covert, I got 12.
12.
Covert got a 4. A 6.
6. That's not great.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we eviscerate?
Damn.
Yogi.
You gain 9 sanity points, Covert.
Which brings me to 13, I'm pretty sure. What'd you say I had?
You should be at 33. You had 24.
Make a few more hash marks.
And then what did you say you got, Dixon? 12?
11.
Oh, 11. Okay.
Right?
12,
Yeah.
11.
11.
11, that makes it a little worse. You gain 3 sanity points.
29.
So yeah, when you look in this door, there are a lot more bodies, and all the pieces that were missing before are now there, but all the skin has been stripped, so the bits of people that you see are completely de-skinned, and there's just muscle and sinew all over the place. The skin looks like it's being, it's making this large, you would call it a shrine or an ornament.
A tent.
Not that, it almost looks like a gateway. Like a circle, like Stargate, almost. And there's eyes all stitched into this thing, too. And there seems to be a man completely covered in blood and, like, cut runes all over his body. And he's got a book in his hand. And he's just standing there,
Vixen.
talking softly up at
Do you
this
think
gate.
that's the book we want?
Who wants to talk to him? I think the person who seems the most charming
Oh, yes, that's
should
me.
speak with him.
Should I wear my skin cut?
You should wear your skin coat and look like a...
Him?
No. I was going to say a worshiper of Yogg-Sothoth.
Yogi.
bear.
Yogi.
Yogs of sloth bear.
It's a sloth bear.
What do you think?
But what does that look like, Dixon?
Are you
Jackson?
loading your gun? You think you're
Putting one in the chamber.
You think
feel like
the
the-
mortal that did this to all these corpses is going to be
Spayed by a bullet.
Just in case.
okay? Yeah, he might have a lead allergy.
Oh yeah, no, Superman is here. I think I'll shoot him.
Excuse me, Superman.
Super Wolverine. Yeah. You should better surrender. I have a gun.
I heard you use a bitch.
I'm the good guy with the gun.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I'll put my coat back on.
Okay,
My skin coat.
sure. What are you looking like?
Montana, describe me a follower of Young Gun Sir Rothbro.
Essentially, you would say ceremonial cloak, but with like the eye symbol that was basically on the door.
Yeah. No,
He might think you're
I
like.
don't want a pointy hat.
You,
Head cultist.
you could be head cult. Like if you.
If you don't know what the head cultists look like, maybe
And you
he's,
think
maybe
he does?
he's him.
Oh. Well, you could look like a cool pope.
I'll just look like a regular cultist with the eyeball and the robe. Okay?
And we'll hold our blankets in front of us so he can't see us.
Yeah.
Well, he looks like he's maybe preoccupied.
That sounded very racist.
I recommend now.
Occupied.
Why would you think my Scandinavian accent sound like a man?
So yeah, this is what you see.
This is what you get.
Is there any place to hide in this room?
Oh yeah, he's got his back towards you guys.
But I meant, obviously,
there's
not.
piles of bodies all over the place.
I'm not gonna touch those.
There's also, so he did something similar to the control room with the veins and whatnot, but these almost look like they're being used almost like cords or something like that, and they're being tied, like they're all over the room.
yeah,
So
they're all
like
connected.
going
That seems
into this room is, you almost have to like finagle your way around to avoid the veiny artery capillary
Yeah,
cords.
he's using the.
Spider web. He's a Spider-Man.
No doubt. All right, let's do it.
Montana, what would be the traditional greeting between cultists?
What would a traditional greeting be?
You can
among
roll
these
for it.
people? What do you want? History, religion,
Religion.
bullshit? 17.
You're pretty sure as long as you just say, all hail Yog-Sothoth.
I don't want to say the name, but I guess I could poop it out a little.
Yog-Sothoth. Tuna fish sandwich.
Okay.
Yogg-Sothoth.
So I will walk and I will try to fandango my way between the
Okay,
thingy brain juice.
sure.
Do you want me to roll through that?
You don't have to.
Just carefully do
You
it.
can just carefully do
because
it.
he seems like he's
Very preoccupied.
Yeah.
He's chanting something softly.
Why don't you sneak up and just take the book from him?
And not very sneaky.
And then charm your way out of it when you get caught.
Will you cover me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
With a shotgun.
Okay.
I will walk up to him
Okay.
and I'll whisper to him,
Okay.
all hail Yog-Sothoth.
All right. Your stomach feels a little wonky, but
No, I coughed it.
He-
That's not the correct pronunciation.
when you say it, he doesn't even like jump. He's not startled. He just turns slowly. His face has runes carved in them, and his eyes are gouged out. And he says, "Brother, you've come to pray with me to summon Yog-Sothoth?"
Yes, I need. Give me the book.
What?
The book. You give me the book.
Why? I'm trying to, summon Yog-Sothoth.
Yes, but
You can read.
I can read, and you don't have any eyes.
I can read it.
All right.
And he shows you his hand, and one of his eyes that's cut out is in the middle of his hand.
Oh, it's very good.
And it blinks at you. So it seems to be functioning somehow.
Well, I would also like one of those, so you have to give me the book so I can read it too.
Oh, he's like, I could just do it for you. And he pulls out a dagger.
No. I would like to be the one to do it to myself. It's more spiritual that way.
Squash.
So,
It would be better for my life experience to summon the Yog-Sothoth.
he's like, I don't know if I should give you the book, though. I mean, I've grown really attached to it right now.
I will
feel
give
like
it right back, I promise.
You can roll.
Has he grown physically attached to the book?
His skin's not.
I got a 23.
He says, okay, and he hands you the book.
I
It's
don't-
shut when he gives it
do
to
not
you.
look at it.
Okay.
I don't have any weapons.
Why?
I mean, I have it now, so maybe the men who are covering me through the spider web. I run through the spider web, and the man. Okay, which page should I turn to? I take one step away from him, just out of arm's reach.
He says, "Well, turn to page."
I shoot him. Nope, not with that roll.
65.
With a 20.
So you shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm pretending like I'm counting
Convert.
pages.
Roll damage. Oh wait, you shoot convert. Okay. Get those guys.
Brother, we are under attack.
Oh, Jesus. It's only going to be 4.
Okay. So you shoot him, it just hits him in the shoulder, basically wings him. And he immediately like falls backwards towards the little gateway that he has, and he's like, "Blasphemers! In the shrine of Yogg-Sothoth, brother, we must kill them! Quick, open the book!"
So there's a gateway?
Yeah. I mean, it's not
Is it
currently
like a pulsing,
functioning,
like-
nothing
okay.
like that. But it looks like it could at some point.
Takes a shotgun. Shotgun him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Dixon also
shoot him
gonna
with my
shoot.
shotgun.
It's just solid slugs, so you can do it from far away, right?
No.
No, that's true.
Well, I'm behind him, clearly.
What?
No, yeah.
You're in, I mean,
It doesn't matter if
Right.
it's in your spread.
Can I hit him with the whip?
you'd have
Could
to
you hit
move
the book
up.
with the whip? I'm holding the book up,
You can hit the book.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Grab the book with the whip.
and I'm gonna like not fight it when as long as he hits.
Sure.
So my AC is effectively 10 then, for the.
It's a 20.
Yeah. So you, and you lasso your whip around the book.
Remember,
I
it's
perform
a
as like I'm-
chain whip,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So
but like,
sure,
yeah.
it still does though.
Yeah.
And then the spiked end of your chain whip or whatever just ties itself around, so it's like
and
a
I
knot.
yank it
Yeah,
back.
as Dixon does that, I perform like I'm trying to open the book, like
Sure.
I'm trying to like fight, and I'm like, oh, he's too strong.
Okay.
If only I'd opened the book.
So
Then 18.
what, to convince him that you're on
Like
his
I'm like
side?
trying.
Yeah. No, he
He
thinks you're on his side. Yeah. He 100% thinks so.
Good.
Yeah. So at that point, he doesn't like get up like a normal person. He does that vampire get up thing where his body just tilts straight up, and he says, "Yogg-Sothoth will not stand for this blasphemy." And then like he starts ripping at his
Is
chest.
that why you stood for him?
That's very gross.
Yeah. He says, "He showed me the truth," and he starts ripping at his chest and like just ripping into the skin. And as he's ripping, like, there appears to be like an eyeball underneath, like a giant eyeball underneath the skin. As he's ripping and tearing at the skin on his chest to reveal this eyeball, that's where we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. Thanks to the people who support us over at patreon.com/Botched Podcast, like our newest patron, Wise My Ball, Zach Ertz. Thanks for the Patreon, a very strange name.
Why is my ball Zach Ertz?
Thank you to our AA sponsors, Big Jim, The Nuck, Black Gary, Josh Stigden, Zukari, He Who Is Steve, Josh Stigden, Lousy Apples, and Daniel H. If you have a moment, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review, like our newest 5-star.
The best. 5 stars by Ninja Guy X2, March 29th, 2019. The only thing that gets me through my third shift job.
Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro music. And as always,
And as always, when you find out your friend has been growing an eyeball in their chest for some unspeakable horror god, get them to therapy and then call Botched.
And
We'll answer.
see you next week, nerds.
Bye. Botched Podcast is proudly part of the Giant Size Team Up Network. For more shows like ours, head on over to www.giantsizeteamup.com. We should do the airplane joke. You have a drinking problem and you can't manage to get any of the drinks into your mouth.
Really good for an audio show.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's a nice visual joke.
Describe
Maybe
it.
for stream.
Yeah.